Once again, good evening.
Good evening.
It's cold outside, right? And usually when we feel cold, it makes us kind of sleepy or tired. So it seems everybody is quiet tonight. So let me tell some stories to start our seminar tonight. A little 4-year-old girl was once hard at study in her drawings with a crayon. Her mother asked her, "Sally, what are you doing which requires such concentration?" Sally said, "I'm drawing a picture of God." Her mother smiled and said gently, "Sally, no one knows what God looks like." Sally responded, "Well, they will when I go through." Another one. An elderly woman decided to prepare her will and told her preacher she had 2 final requests. First, she wanted to be cremated. And second, she wanted her ashes scattered over Walmart. "Walmart?" the preacher exclaimed. "Why Walmart?" The woman replied. "Then I will be sure my daughters visit me twice a week." Another one. Start wake up now. The teacher asked one of her young students if he knew his numbers. "Yes," he said, "I do. My father taught me." "Good. What comes after 3? 4, answers the boy. "What comes after 6? 7. "Very good," says the teacher. "Your dad did a good job. What comes after 10? "Check," says the little boy. Do you think the dad thought good thing? The last one. Okay. 3 kids bragging about their fathers. The first one. "My dad is so smart. He can talk for 1 hour on any subject." The second one said, "My dad is so smart. He can talk for 2 hours on any subject." The third one said, "My dad is so smart. He can talk for 3 hours and doesn't even need a subject." Thank God tonight I will speak for 2 hours with a subject. Okay, as you already know, we will learn together a theme: raising our children God's way. I think you agree with me that raising children today is much harder than 50 years ago, for example. Maybe, especially for you who came from Asia, we remember how our grandfather, grandparents, or great-grandparents had so many children, 12, 15, and they could handle them. Even without nanny, right? And they taught us how back then they said, "Oh, our children were so obedient." Like my great-grandma, I remember she told me, "You know, the children today, They are not thankful. They don't know to be grateful. Back then, when my children were still small, you know, one egg, I only had one egg. And I shared with 4 children. They were thankful just to get 1/4 of egg. But you see, today, children got 5 eggs, still complain. Well, it is true that I don't know why, but raising children today seems harder. And this is kind of ironic, because today you can find books on parenting so easy. If you go to Barnes and Noble, there are tens or even hundreds of books about parenting. There are more experts today in parenting than 50 years ago. But what happened? The problems that our children face today are bigger than 50 years ago. This is the fact in America. In America, every 24 hours, 3,000 children see their parents divorced. 1,629 children are put in adult jail. 3,228 children run away from home. 1,512 children drop out of school. 7,742 teens become sexually active. And don't be surprised to hear this. Teenagers, on average, experience sexual intercourse for the first time at age 15. It's scary to hear what happened to children today. 6 out of 10 children live in a single-parent household. In the average divorce, women and children suffer a 73% decline in their standard of living. When I had ministry in Fresno some time ago, one of the church members over there told me he works at school. And yeah, when I came, just a few days before I came, there was shooting at school. And I slept at his house, so we talked until maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And one of the topic that we discuss is about how children at school behave today. And he told me, he works at a public school, how many of the students today don't respect their teachers. They are rebellious. Even he saw when officer came to the school, you know, they didn't show respect to the officer. They talk bad words, they act arrogant. So it seemed so hard to control the students. And one of our church members here told me also what shocking her when she passed a school in Bay Area. 2 young people had sex in front of the school. And she saw that, she was surprised. So that is the world where our children live. What should we do? How should we raise them in a way that when they grow up to be adult, they are ready, they are mature enough